Here's a quick question for you. What's common between these legendary names? They were all product managers in their early careers and went on to lead the biggest companies in the world. You'll find many more examples like these across industries. The best thing about being a product manager is that it allows you to be a mini CEO, handling a range of responsibilities, making it a fantastic training ground for future CEOs. At MBA Crystal Ball, we've been seeing an increasing number of MBA applicants aiming to get into product management roles. Many work in the technology industry. Some are hoping to use a top MBA degree to get product manager jobs that allow them to move from a pure technical role to the business side. But the role of a product manager isn't confined to the technology industry alone. You'll find people working in other industries such as FMCG or luxury, and they have the same designation. It's fascinating to hear stories about how things work across various industries and the crucial role you can play as a product manager. The role of a product manager can vary depending on the industry and the product. But when it comes to the typical product manager job description, there are some common aspects too. That's what we'll cover in this video. We'll choose technology as the base industry, as we have many viewers who will be able to connect with it. If you're not from the tech industry, you'll still benefit from it. So watch the full video. What does a product manager do? The simple way of looking at this is as follows. Regardless of the industry, most companies have multiple brands. Under each brand, there may be multiple products. Each product has to go through a product management lifecycle and needs an owner to ensure that every single aspect, from design to marketing, happens according to a predefined strategy. This may involve tracking multiple parameters: revenue, product image, costs, distribution, profitability, and market share. The person who's responsible for that is our friendly neighborhood project or product manager, depending on whether it's a service or product company. For a company like Google, almost its entire business model revolves around products as opposed to projects. Gmail is a product, so is YouTube, and so are all the other products from the companies it acquires as part of its mergers and acquisitions strategy. Here's a sample product manager job description. This was originally advertised by Google. It was aimed at recent MBA grads who also had a technical undergrad or master's degree. This should give you a pretty good idea of what a product manager is expected to do. Your responsibilities, the qualifications, and the special skills to be successful in the role. Here's a representative list of the top MBA recruiters for product manager jobs. And here's a range of the average salaries for product manager jobs in the United States, UK, and in India. Here's a sampling of the MBA in product management syllabus that you're most likely to see in many of the top business schools. New product development. Folks working in the information technology and software industry might be familiar with the Software Development Lifecycle, or SDLC. This is a specialized implementation of the broader discipline of product development. Every product goes through a typical life cycle: ideation, product design, engineering, testing, and launch. Advanced marketing planning is a bunch of activities that involves understanding what the market really wants. Is the new product filling a gap in the market, or is it generating new demand? For instance, when Gmail came out, it was not the first free email product, but it offered something that the existing free email services did not offer. While the engineering team at Google fine-tuned the technology behind Gmail, there was also a marketing team planning on how to market the product before and after it was launched. Consumer behavior. Every single product has a consumer. Well, hopefully. So it's only natural that you know what the consumer wants before spending millions of dollars on the product. What prompts the consumer to choose one product over another? Is it the aesthetics, or the function, or the brand, or a combination of these and other aspects? These inputs can go a long way in ensuring that the new product development is happening in a synchronized and well-directed manner. Marketing research. This is the analytical part of the process. Not everyone in the product management team needs to be a pro at everything. If you're good at gathering, analyzing, and presenting data in a way that can provide invaluable insights to the rest of the product management teams, you can be a crucial contributor. Marketing high-tech products. This is where things start moving into the niche zone. You can't market an iPhone like a Gucci bag, or maybe you can. Many high-tech products rely on a detailed feature listing, comparing 3 other competing products in a bid to prove how they are better than the options available in the market. Others focus on the image or an emotion to send the message across. This is where the dependency on consumer behavior comes back into the picture. Depending on your target buyer, you can tweak your marketing strategy. Let's look at a case study. Remember BlackBerry? It was initially positioned as a high-end phone for corporate users. All the marketing initiatives projected a serious, no-nonsense image. Then they repositioned themselves to gain a bigger market share, and there was a rebranding exercise where they tried to show that it wasn't just meant for the serious professional. Somewhere, things went downhill, and you don't hear of them now. Pricing strategies. In most cases, pricing, that's how much the consumer pays, isn't purely a function of the cost. That's how much the company spent on bringing it to market. Pricing plays a big role in positioning the product. Brand strategy. The biggest premium is not on the idea, the technology, the engineering, or even the final product. It's on the brand. That's why even when the product isn't exactly groundbreaking, think Pepsi, Coke, companies still go over the top in trying to get their brands into the mind space of the consumer. Brands communicate much more than individual products. With brands, you are not simply building a product, you are building a personality. And that cannot happen overnight. Apple has a personality. So does BMW. And yeah, MBA Crystal Ball has one too. Entrepreneurial selling. Selling a deodorant is different from selling a mango drink. But if you look at the advertisements nowadays, you have to wait till the product name is finally displayed. Till then, you're left wondering if they're all selling population control or growth products. That's the problem when the entrepreneurial marketing process takes a backseat. Promoters start assuming that the void that was left during the marketing strategy discussions will be filled by the model's orgasmic expressions. Whether it's a low-priced commodity item like soap, or a high-priced, high-involvement product like a car, or a financial product like insurance, there's a fair amount of entrepreneurial selling that's needed in both cases. Though supply chain management, or SCM, is a completely different world in itself, as a product management professional, you need to be aware of how it fits into the process. This is the delivery network that ensures that the excellent work done by your design team, the engineers, and the marketing guys are all culminating in the right manner. A top MBA in product management can help you improve your chances of being invited to interview for competitive roles that pay high salaries. To get you started, here are a few of the best MBA programs for product management. Check out the details on their respective websites to see if there's something in there that you find interesting. As we always recommend, talk to real folks who work in the area of product management. Doesn't matter whether they have an MBA in product management or not. Find out what they do on a day-to-day basis. We'll share some links to interesting articles on product management below, including one where we cover the typical day in the life of a product manager. At MBA Crystal Ball, we've helped many applicants get into the best MBA programs in product management across the world. After graduation, they've gone on to join the market-leading companies as product managers. Drop us an email if you'd like professional help with your MBA applications. Good luck.